One evening, my wife arranged to meet her friend for dinner after work. She found a restaurant near the station closest to her office and made a reservation for 6:30. I always arrive early. It is simply the way I am. I have always been like this. Being late makes me genuinely uncomfortable, and dinner plans feel especially important to me. That evening, I reached the restaurant at around 6:15, about 15 minutes before the reservation time. The dining room was quiet when I walked in. The tables were neatly set, but most of the seats were still empty. A woman near the entrance greeted me and asked if I had a reservation. I told her yes, mentioned the time, and asked if I could be seated a little early. She checked her list carefully. After a moment, she said she couldn't find the name. I gave her my wife's name. She looked again and shook her head. I tried the friend's name. She checked a second time. Still nothing. I stood near the front of the restaurant, unsure what to do next. Something was clearly wrong, but I couldn't work out what. I took out my phone, intending to message my wife about the reservation. That is when I noticed a message I had missed from my wife sent earlier that afternoon. I read it. She had written that the reservation was in my name. She had known I would arrive early, so she had put the reservation under my name just to be sure. I reread the message once and almost laughed. I looked up and gave the woman my name. She found it immediately. She smiled, picked up a menu, and led me to the table. I settled into my seat and took a look around. The restaurant had warm, low lighting. It felt like a comfortable place for a long evening. Other guests were beginning to arrive, and the room was slowly filling up. I ordered a drink and opened the menu. There was plenty of time. I waited. The noise in the room grew gradually around me. About 20 minutes passed. Then I heard the door open. My wife walked in with her friend. She looked around and found me right away. She smiled when she saw me, a calm, knowing smile. She didn't look at all surprised to find me already sitting there. They came over and took their seats. My wife glanced at my drink. She said nothing. She just smiled again. It was already a good evening.